Hello and thanks for joining me for some more of The Last Caretaker, where we are currently at the Quarantine Stack Amen, which we got into in the last episode. We're going to do the signal chain quest. When I unpause this, the phone is ringing here.
This is the last number that ever answered me. I don't know who you are. I don't even know if you're alive, but if you hear this, thank you for once proving the silence can break.
Okay. Alright, so we are at the Quarantine Stack Amen. In between episodes, I did put up a solar panel down here, plugged in my boat as well, and I put in a battery down here. I couldn't be bothered running cable from up the top. So I filled up this battery, that's all ready to go. So now we need a total of 4 of these, but they are all different. This one is the first one that we got last episode, which we got from scanning that one, and then we were able to build it. But we need 3 more, and this is the clue. So this is where we are, and there are 3 more little places around that we need to go to. So we're going to do all 3 of those. We'll start off with this one. This is the most, this is the most difficult one. And probably the least favourite of everybody's, because it does involve some tricky parkour. So we are going to get in the boat and head over there. Now you can actually see these locations. So there's the flat one. The other one is... I think that might be it there, maybe not. It's over there somewhere. And then the third one is straight over there. So they're not far. Now I would take the jet ski, only some of these locations do not have any mooring points, and so you just jet ski's just going to float away. But, we'll cruise over and do the most difficult one first. And we do have the full set of the rust tag graffiti paint on the boat. Was having a bit of a closer look at it earlier, and I might do a video where I do a deeper dive into it. I'll need to pull a bunch of crap off of my boat so that we can see it properly, but I was having a closer look at it. And of course we've got crappy weather, so can't see shit. But yeah, I was having a closer look, and there's some interesting stuff written and depicted in it, which might tie into some lore. So I might do a video doing a deeper dive into that. I cannot see shit. I can't see where I'm going. I'm going to drop the anchor, and I'm going to pause the recording, and I'm going to come back when this storm is over, because the devs figured, well, we've got a game that nobody can play because the FPS is shit. I know. Let's ramp up the amount of storms. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so the storm has subsided. It go off track because couldn't see where I was going, but we need to turn around a bit. So we're heading over there. You can see the distinct shape. It's the same shape as what is depicted on the map on that wall, and it is does look a bit different. It stands out from the rest of them. So we'll cruise over there, and there will be a link in the description below for the full playlist of this series. But we're going to cruise up here. This one, yeah, there are some ledges and stuff you can see on these things. These things do not have names or marks. I don't know if it's worth trying to explore them. Some of them have some nuggets that you can mine. But we're just going to focus on the quest ones, which will get marked onto our map once we get close enough. So this one here, this one involves a lot of parkour. It can be a little bit tricky. But I'm going to cruise around. When we get close enough, I'm going to slow right down because I want to try and stop in a specific spot. Let's have a look here. So now it's marked on our map. Gonna come around. Have a look. Yep. So you can see there's like a little bar that's sticking out. And I want to try and stop in line of that as close as I can get. That's going to make your parkouring a little bit easier. Especially if you can get your roof lined up with it. Like that. Okay. So, we now have this location marked on the map. Take my flamer pistol. I will go around the traditional way. It starts off from here. So if you can't manage to get your boat parked in the right spot, this is the way you're going to want to go. Pop up here. Pop across here. Now this bit, you don't need to go across there. You don't want to, but there is a can of paint. And it's a bitch. The parkour on this is a bitch. But we are going to pick up 5 other cans of paint of the same set on this run. So you want to skip this one, which is a total bitch to get to. So try that again. Come out to this ledge here. Straight across. Fucking Jesus. You know, come on, devs. Yeah, gamers like a challenge. But you know what else they like when they're playing a game? They like to have fun. This shit is not fun. Like, at least make your ledge something that can be jumped onto. But there is a can of paint. And that's all there is there. Now, try and get up here. This is another bit. And I spent several attempts to get up here. And you can do it, but I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to skip that. But you can see it goes up to there, and then up to there where that beastie is, and then across from there onto that. That bit's a bitch as well, so you get past all that, and then you fall down the bottom and have to start all over again when you get to try and get on that ledge. So we are going to do it this way. Straight across there. We probably should take care of this guy up here though. no bees. Should have been some bees. Alright, maybe not. Okay. So, straight across and follow this around. We got another beastie up here. I'm going to toss that out the way. More bees here. Okay, let's get up here. And these bees will knock you off if you're not careful. Alright. So now we turn around behind us and onto this ledge. We got another beastie here. Alright. Keep going up. Up the ladder. There's another one here. Alright. Yeah. Sure if it's something worth getting on the other side there. But you want to go up this way. Up. Up. Up again. There is a save station here. But not a health station. We've got another can of paint here. And now we want to pull out our scanner and scan this thing. Right. So, there is a mirror there as well as a memory. Trying to think. I don't think there was anything up there on that roof. I can't remember. Getting old and I can't remember shit. Build. One of these shelves here. Let's see. Up there, I'm pretty sure there was nothing here. Yep, nothing. Alright, so I think that's all there is here. Maybe I've missed a secret or two. But, time to move on. As far as I know, I mean, there's some nuggets that you can mine down here, but pretty sure there's no, sort of caves or anything. But maybe there is, if I missed one. Let me know in the comments. But now we'll go and do the second location. So get up to the boat. So that's the hard one. Let's grab a quick health top up. We'll fill up petrol. I'm going to grab one of these as well. Okay. So, the next one is, you can just see where my light is there. There's sort of a flat looking one. It stands out. Stands out a bit. That's where we're headed next. So this one is relatively easy. There are a couple of rolly balls that we're going to have to take care of. It does have mooring points. That one there does not have any mooring points, or at least none that I could see. So we'll cruise over there. And we'll take care of that one, and we'll get the next the next Power Triode. And so that second one should now be available in our build menu. So that was the first one. That was the one we just got. So we'll cruise over here. And this one will pop up on our map in a moment as well. And look at that, it's starting to rain again. Ridiculous. I mean, the storms are cool, don't get me wrong. Like the storms, I mean, there's thunder and all that. Big waves and that. Very cool. I do like them. But not every 5 seconds. And this is going to be a big storm. Can't see jack all. So, once again, I'm going to pause the recording and I'll come back to you when I can see something. Okay, so the storm's calmed down a little bit. It is still night time, but at least we can see what we're doing, where we're going. So there it is now, coming up onto our map. So that's now going to be marked on our map. This one is pretty straightforward. I'm not going to worry about mooring, I'm just going to drop the anchor. Let's see here. So there's the mooring point there. And you can hear the rolly balls up there. You got some tech scraps and stuff in here. You got a couple of memories. There's another can of paint. So that's 3 of that set. So, I mean, unless they're going to add some more things that you can apply paint to. You know, you can skip that one that's on the ledge if it annoys you too much trying to get to it. Because by the time we're finished here, we will have a total of 6. But up here, across here. Okay, I'm behind a wall. I'm going to equip this, and I'm going to attach that to my electric rifle, which I'm going to charge up. And I'm going to step out and give him a shot. Hop back here. Charge up again. Charge it up again. Okay, I think he's down, but there's another 2 in here. Oops. And they're both on me. Let's go back this way, it's easier to get in and out of. But sometimes you're lucky and they cannot reach you. They are sort of stuck in the hole. The first one's not, but the other 2 are. Where are these guys coming from? So, my light on. Okay. Third one's still in there. Where are these guys coming from? Over there. Alright, let's take care of this one. No, that's bees, so they're not from there. Okay. So, let's take care of the third Riley. There he is. Okay, so there's some nuggets and stuff that you can mine down there, but there's not much else. There's a save station here. I'm going to dismantle these guys just to shut them up because they keep humming. These guys do tend to glitch out on me a bit too. Right, now he's quiet. Okay, and this one. And that's put us over capacity. But not too much. We haven't got much left to do here. Alright, so we can come up here. Do have a beastie to take care of here. Should probably put my petrol pack back on. Alright, but here we go. So let's pull out our scanner and scan this one. Alright. Don't think there's something under here. A couple of nuggets. Want to grab them. Alright, so back down here. Come on. Can you grab that, put your hose away, and get down the freaking ladder? Thank you. Alright. So over there, where the save station is, go behind there. And around here, there's another ladder that goes up here. Where we can find another can of paint. Okay, so at this stage, we have a full set of 4. We will get 2 more from the next station. I'm just going to jump down here because I've got the high shock absorption. In fact, all my skills are maxed, so I don't think there was anything. Is there anything around here? Yeah, I don't think there was anything else around here. Alright, but if I missed any secrets on this station, I mean, I've had a swim around, I couldn't see anything, but, you know, maybe I missed something, so definitely leave me a comment if I did miss something there. But we're going to go to the third location now. So let's just pop some memories away. So we can sort by memory, put those in there. Oops. Put them in there, not grab them out. I'm getting bits of shit on my deck. Just shove that in there. We'll turn that off, but I'll shove that scrap in there. Alright. Quick health top up. A recharge. A fuel refill. Alrighty. So, see, this location is now marked, and the other one's over down here. Alright. So, we need to chuck a Yui. Which is Australian for take a U-turn. So we've got to go past the quarantine stack. Amen. And let's see if we can get there without a storm. The sky does not look promising. We'll see how we go. Alright, so you can see there's like a thicker one and a thinner one over there. When we get a bit closer, you'll see there's kind of like a broken bridge between them. So that's the third one. So this one can also be a little bit tricky on the parkour, but it's not too bad. It's nowhere near as bad as some of the others. This shark knock us off course. Now there's no mooring point on this one that I could find. Actually, yes, there is. Now I have tried parking the boat like in between the two spires, but you can kind of get stuck in there. It's not quite big enough for the boat to go through. So we were interested in the thicker spire. I couldn't really find that much of interest on the narrow one. So I'm just going to plonk the anchor anywhere here. And jump down and miss. We'll get up here. And we've got shit floating in there. There's a mooring point there, so... okay. Let's take care of this guy. Make our way up. Just see. I don't think there was much else around here. I mean, you can get up. Pretty sure you can get up this way as well. Alright. Let's go back around where we started, so near the mooring point. Is the most straightforward. Nothing under that. Don't think there's any secrets around here. But it does bother me when I see shit floating in the air like that. It normally means there's some of the stuff has not spawned properly, and maybe I'm missing out on a memory or something. Oops, that away. Anything under that? No, I can't even lift that. Okay, so up here. Up here. You can jump across here pretty easily. Take care of this guy. And you can climb to the top. There's not much up there. There's something that you can, one of them crystals that you can mine. Of course, I'm not going to be able to make that parkour. So I'm not going to bother about that second spire. But we've got another beastie up here. We've got a major frame loss. Okay. And toss that out the way. Dismantle it. And climb up here. And nothing much of note in here. Actually, if you pull that piece of metal down, get close enough, you can pull that down. There is a memory that sits on top of it. There it is. There we go. This, yep, doesn't really go anywhere else. Okay, so now, let me see. Okay, so now we can come around here. You can see a can of paint through there. Just hug the wall. And try not to fall off. Try that again. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake, mate. Okay, now that part I had zero problems with previously. Can get around there by hugging the wall like that. Alright, so now we have 5 sets of that paint. So, pretty sure there was nothing else around here. I suppose you could get up that way. You come around this way, might be easier than this one. But the first few times I tried it, I found it easier getting around that than I did jumping across from there. But up here there's some scraps there. Not much down here. In here we can open this door. And we have a health station. A save station. We've got some maps. A couple of scraps. But in here, this is what we're here for. Get our scanner. Scan that. Alrighty. Now we can scan these beds and stuff as well. Tables, coffee table, bunk bed. Got the chair. That's about all I can scan in here. Pretty sure there's nothing under that. Okay. So there is something up here. So there's just some scraps there, but on this little section here, 6 can of paint, and that's about it. Yeah, there is a memory somewhere down on a ledge. So there's also some ore or crystals that you can mine under there if you want to try and get to them. Alright, there is a ledge somewhere that's halfway down. It does have a memory sitting on it. And as far as I know, you sort of can't really parkour to it. You've got to drop down onto it. But I'm not sure where it is. Oops. I did see it. Did get to it. I'm not going to worry about it. We've got what we came for. So let's head back. And of course here we are over here. So we've got the 3 stacks here. So now we're heading back to the main one. So we've got to chuck a Yui again. Who's back over here? Alright. So it is going to get dark again in a minute, but the rest of it is pretty much going to be indoors. So it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, and I'm just gonna drop the anchor about here. That'll be fine. Okay, let's see, what have I got in my inventory? Okay, so we are gonna need some copper, some titanium, and some gold. Shove, oops, put that away. Shove that in there. Alright. So, just gonna grab some copper here. Probably don't need that many, but grab some titanium and some gold. That'll do. Alright. And head back inside. Jump down here. so you're going to want to have power plugged into here. We are going to... Alright, so you notice this has got a green band around it. It's also got numbers on it. So we're going to go into our build menu. All of these take the same resources, but that's the green one. We've already built that one. So now we've got the yellow one, the red one, and the blue one. I don't think it makes any difference what order they go in. We're going to build that there. Didn't fall into place, so we'll pick it up and snap it in. And so that's the green and yellow. Let's do the blue one. Okay. Pop that in there. And now we've got the red one. Pop that in there. All right. Once they're all in, flip the switch. The door opens. And we trigger the quest.
Caretaker, sub-bottom imaging. 500 meters below the ocean floor. This can expose what the sea tried to erase. They didn't hide this to protect it. They hid it to keep something buried. So why does it feel like someone wants us to take it?
Okay, so now we have this thing that we can put onto our scanner, which we haven't built yet, our sonar rather. We've got a couple of memories here, got some good stuff to dismantle here if you want. Let's scan that office chair. Get that table. Can't scan any of that. We've got one of these. Put that away. I'm going to put this out here for the minute. All right, now this wall here. We can equip a couple of bombs here. And we're going to chuck 3 of them in there. And that just disconnected my cable. And it didn't blow up. Alright. Alright, me and grenades really suck. In games, I always blow myself up. I've only got one, so I'm going to have to go and craft a couple more. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I've crafted up a couple more of these big O2 bombs. So I'll try that again. The reason it didn't work the first time is probably because one bounced out, but it also only threw 2 instead of 3. It did blow up the office chair. But I'll try that again. Maybe I'll do it from a distance. Try and get 3 in there. And get out of there. Okay. And there we go. So, let me put that grenade away before I blow myself up. Alright, so this stuff you can mine. It is slightly buggy at the moment. And as far as I know, there's not really a great use for it. It is a new resource in the game. But when you do have it in your inventory, it can get like it'll kind of disappear. It'll turn into a blank square that you can't interact with. You can't store it. You can't get rid of it. You can't drop it. It'll just be a blank square. If that happens to you, then do a save and a reload, and then immediately go to a storage container, open up your inventory. It should show, put it into your storage container, but then take note that you might not be able to get it out of the storage container again until they patch it or fix it. So for the time being, I'd say leave them alone until they implement it properly. We've got a robot that you can dismantle here, and we've got a button we can press here.
Do not send it. Do not spread it. Do not answer it. Do not answer it. If you hear me, walk away. If you hear me, walk away.
Okay. So, at this stage, I'm not sure if that triggers another quest somewhere or not. But, anyway. Let's go have a quick look at our new paint set. Where am I? Up here. It is daylight again. Let's head out to the boat and put the new paint set on and we'll have a look at it. There go my frames all of a sudden. Up to the bridge. Alright, so that's our current set, so let's pop that in. That's the deck. That's the tower, the hull, and the flag. And we just grab the wheel and then we can sort of have a bit more of a controlled look around it. Yeah, it's not that exciting. I think I prefer the graffiti or some of the other ones that were picked up. But alright. Yeah, I think I'll put the graffiti back on for the moment. The flag's pretty shit, but anyway, these can go back in with those. I don't know why I've got a cable in there. That's my current paint collection. But alrighty, that does it for that quest. That is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.